What's up, guys? It is day 2, week 2 of the prep into USAPL Raw Nationals 2023. As of right now, we are a little bit less than 5 weeks, so like 4.5 weeks out from Nationals, and I feel good. Today is Tuesday. We have an SBD session. It's none too crazy. Out of the 3 main movements, squat, bench, deadlift, the only one today that is like my main movement for the week is squat. Bench is just like a variation, and then deadlift is like my secondary deadlift, so it's not going to be like too heavy. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys a little bit actually like about SBD days, about like my approach to them as well, and then just kind of like run you guys through the workout, and then like what I do after the workout to recover. As you guys could see, coming into this workout, I already got in 4,600 steps. If you guys didn't watch that video on like everything that I do to kind of like optimize my recovery and strength gain, gaining steps before coming into a workout like this, even though it's a taxing workout, gaining steps really does help just warm the body up and just help you feel good overall, you know what I mean? So yeah, first movement on the list is squats. Because I do get in so many steps, I don't even need to really like warm up too much like that. So yeah, I probably just hit the bike, and I'm actually gonna be trying something different on squats, which I will kind of like talk you guys through. So yeah, this is like my least favorite day, in case you can tell. Like, I'm sitting down, I don't even want to like get this started, but yeah, I guess we have to. So what I'm doing differently on squat today has a lot to do with the weight that's on the bar right now. Usually for, honestly, what maybe like the past 5 years, I've done the bar, 1 rep, 2 reps, 3 reps, 4 reps, and just going up like that on the squat, right? And today, what I'm actually gonna be doing is I'm gonna be jumping from the bar to 2 reps, and then from 2 reps to 4 reps. This is something that I do on deadlift already, and I have done on deadlift for a very long time now. And it's been very beneficial, but I kind of been hesitant about doing it on the squat, just because I always felt like well, you know, the squat has like a lot like smaller, more intricate muscles, and you want to take more time to warm up and everything like that. But honestly, like, I've squatted 815 pounds or like 370 kilos a few times now. So I think that it's time for me to like give this a shot, because doing this is one of the things that honestly like I attribute a lot of like my deadlift progress from that 800 mark to 881 to, is just like not taking as much time warming up. This is something that like I first learned from Jamal, and actually like indirectly through like Ray Williams as well. I think Ray Williams starts squatting at like 3 reps, you know? So I just found that like, I was looking at like my deadlift sessions, and my deadlift sessions usually I could finish like a full set of like top set and warm-ups and my back downs on deadlifts in like an hour. But on squat, I found that like I was taking like an hour and a half and stuff like that. So I was like, damn, like I'm literally taking like 6 or 7 warm-ups to get to my top set. And yeah, it just really wasn't making sense. So yeah, you guys are gonna get to see me like guinea pig this jump here, and then I think the next jump might be a little bit even more like jarring. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how it feels, and yeah. Yeah, I felt good. Honestly, like my quads felt a little bit like under warmed up, but considering that this is not my top set, and I shouldn't really like, you know what I mean? Like I shouldn't feel super warmed up by now, so not bad. Squats for today, we have 2 doubles at ascending RPEs. So it's only week 2. We have 5 weeks of progression for squat overall. I'm gonna take 628 for this first one. If this feels good for the second one, I'll take 661. And then after that, we just have like some back down sets, which should be easier. So yeah. All right, so that first set was all right at best. It felt a little bit heavy. I don't know if it's the warm-ups. Maybe it's just like a slightly off day. But we're gonna make this move just as good, if not better. 661 for the top double. Usually I don't feel good on these alternating weeks, so next week we have a single. I actually felt a lot better. I don't know why, I just felt more like under myself. Like I could drive a lot more. Yeah, felt easier. Much more comfortable, which is good, as important as the top set. Maybe I didn't warm up enough. I don't know, I think probably what I'll try next week is taking 2 reds twice, or maybe even like a couple more sets before with the bar before like I even load weight, or maybe even doing like a couple extra minutes on the bike or something. Because yeah, I didn't really feel like that first set with the 628 was like great, you know what I mean? So yeah, back down sets here, gonna be 584. I don't know what that is in keys. I think it's 265. Yeah, it is 265. So let me load that up and do that. Usual intra-workout hydration, which actually never gets easier, even though I said that the first time. All right, we on to the bench press. It's pretty easy. Last and press, ascending sets of 6. So today we're working with 342, 353, and 363. So should all be easy. It's only week 2, so we're not pushing this too crazy hard. And this is my tertiary bench day, so it's actually in between the main day, which is on Sunday, and then the secondary day, which is on Thursday. So try not to like fatigue myself too much here. And then we have some easy deadlifts. As far as SBD days, I only do these once every other week. So next week, I won't be doing these, and I'll have like a heavier top set of squats. Today was only 661 on the squats, and next week we're jumping all the way up to somewhere like just below 800, and that would be kind of like the second heaviest single of the entire prep, and that would prime me for the single like after that. In terms of SBD days, honestly, like to me, they're overrated. Like one of the questions that I'd actually gotten like asked me a question was, should someone do SBD days in like a prep going into competition? And actually, I had like a client asked me because they didn't have any SBD days in their program and they were peeking into a competition. And they were like, should I do SBD days leading into this meet just to like prepare my body to do squat, bench, and deadlift all in the same day? While that like could be a good tool for some people, for most people, and even the people who it might benefit, for most people it's not like 100% mandatory. You could go and have a great meet without doing any SBD days. And just simply, having good fatigue management, and just having like a decent work capacity and not like, being like, like a slob and taking 20-minute rest periods while you're doing just like a bench only workout. You should have the work capacity to get through a meet. You don't necessarily need to be doing SBD days, once or twice a week to prepare for how a meet would go. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I just do these days because, honestly, I don't think I can handle 3 lower body sessions per week. So in order to get in the frequency that I need to get in and just fit it in 2 days, 2 lower body days per week, I kind of need to do a SBD day, more or less like once every other week. So yeah, that's my take on SBD days. They can be good, but if you are making great progress without them, don't force to put them in. It's not that deep. All right, we've been here since 2 p.m. and it is currently 4:30. So 2.5 hours into the session. By the time I get the deadlifts on this day, usually like pretty beat and I don't want to do anything and I still have accessories after this. But deadlifts are pretty easy. I think it's just like 3 sets, 2 ascending and it's like mid 5s. So one of the mistakes I see people make all the time on secondary days, particularly for like squat and deadlift, is just simply going too high and kind of like misunderstanding the purpose of that secondary day. And when people see like how light I go on like my secondary deadlift day or squat day, they usually like blown away. Like I'm pretty sure somebody with a deadlift 150 pounds lighter than mine would go this heavy for the secondary. This is my last warm-up, by the way. This is the first set here with 507. I think that's 230 keys. And as I was saying, like understanding the purpose of like your secondary gears is important. So it's like for me, I could do much more weight here today. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just 3 sets of 4. I could probably do this with 100 more pounds, 150 more pounds, and still move it pretty well. But I understand the purpose is really just to like prime me for the later session, focus on certain technical cues so they become more secondary. And yeah, so understanding the secondary movements, massively important. Also pausing the first rep of these.
Man had to go down, chop and block in.
It is currently 6:18 p.m. So we took like just over 4 hours to get this done. This is my least favorite training day of them all because it just takes like very, very long and it's pretty brutal. After the SBD, you guys probably saw, but I finished up with 3 accessories and then 1 prehab exercise as well. So I had some banded belt squats with a pause at the bottom just to like build explosiveness, and the pause is kind of like to, you know, keep my knees as healthy as possible. I also had some dumbbell lateral raises and then also some GHD Nordic curls as well. And yeah, the belt squats and the Nordic curls have been like a staple in my program for probably like the last 2 years, to be honest. Like I just been doing them like super consistently, and yeah, they always like help out my main lifts tremendously. I also did the prehab exercise, which was the kind of like reverse squats but single leg for my hip flexors. That helps with like my back health and everything like that in general. And right now, getting this protein shake from Fairlife, 30 grams. I don't really believe in like the anabolic window, but I try to fuel my body like as quickly as possible after a session like this. In terms of steps, let me see. Yeah, I also up to, yeah, so I got like, what, almost like 4,000 steps in this not so big gym in that 4 hour period. So yeah, it was a pretty brutal session. in terms of like the whole ice bath thing that I did in my last video, I'll probably do that like once a week, once every other week. I actually, right, and like if you guys watching to the end, this is good information. I actually saw in a study that like ice baths could somewhat, like depending on the person, it could actually retard your strength progress because it kind of like encourages your muscles to like build type 2 muscle fibers as opposed to type 1, whichever one is like slow twitch. Ice baths promote the growth of slow twitch muscle fibers and it retards the growth of fast twitch muscle fibers. And obviously as a powerlifter, you want your fast twitch muscle fibers to be like as booming as possible. So yeah, I'm not gonna be doing those often because I'm not trying to be a marathon runner. So yeah, that's it for this video guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.